One of my earliest memories is of flying with Pop-Up in his plane. We were going over a highway and my hands were on the yoke and I was trying to take control. Pop-Up is my inspiration for wanting to learn to fly and to become an aeronautical engineer. Over a year ago, he shared with me all the airplanes he's ever flown.
It's a Piper Cub.
Okay.
P-18. Okay, and I soloed that airplane. That was the first airplane I soloed, and it was a big deal. You know, they used to do that when you soloed, they'd throw water on you. See how they got them tied up around a pole, and they throw water on them like there, like that.
Yeah.
And that's when you soloed. And I was the youngest guy. Most of the guys were probably 22, 23. Maybe there was a couple older guys that were maybe 26, but that was about it. Second airplane, T6. I really liked that airplane. It was a lot of fun to fly. And they still, you'll see them air shows, they're around. They're still around. Third airplane I flew, T-28. See, that was all primary. And Hondo, Texas, just west of San Antonio. This guy here got killed in that accident there. That's why I kept that. This was a T-33. The picture on that bureau of me in the bedroom was when I was flying a T-33. It was the training version of the first jet fighter that we had, and that was called, I forgot what the hell it was called. But the training version, they flew, the fighter they flew over in Korea. It wasn't very good. As a matter of fact, what the Koreans were flying were better. But the Koreans weren't flying that. I think they were Russian pilots. See, that's spelled tigers.
Oh.
Because every man was a tiger. They were training us to fly fighters back in Korea, but you see, we got to get to that point, the Korean War was over.
Right.
Lucky us. Ah, that's me. That day I turned 21. This is my roommate taking a picture of me flying formation. I mean, that's me. That's me there. Charlie, he was up in the number 1 airplane in the back seat taking pictures of the other guys. That's your grandfather. This is a checklist from the first airplane, a Piper Cub. Would you go out to the airport today and fly one like it? And that would work. Basically the same thing, simple. What we up to now? B-29s. B-29 is a 4-engine bomber that dropped the A-bomb on Hiroshima.
Wasn't that also called the Super Fortress? The B-29 was its nickname, the Super Fortress?
Yeah, I think it probably was. Yeah, okay, then that was the end of my Air Force career. Because then I went with Eastern Airlines. That's me in a T6. That's me in a T6. And another T6. This was my instructor with the T6. And your grandfather. That's us with the T-33. Well, 727, that was the end of it. You can...
And a Piper. And I'm the Piper.
Oh yeah, my own
And
private
then you
airplane,
went back to single engine.
PA-28.
Wow, you flew 14 aircraft.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Pop-Pop, I hope you tell me more flying stories. I love you. Merry Christmas.